Welcome to the number one friendship podcast in the country. I'm Aaron Karo.
I'm Matt Ritter.
Guys, make sure to go to audible.com/the buddy system and manoftheyearpodcast.com to grab our merch and watch our videos on YouTube. Matt, I got a question for you.
Hit me.
Are you a facial recognition guy?
I'm the greatest of all time. I'm better than any app you could ever find in your life. I've never forgotten a face. I can recognize an actor from when he was 2. If Robert Duvall was in a Gerber's baby ad, I was like, that's Robert Duvall. So yeah, I'd say yeah.
Pretty funny answer, because that is actually not what I was talking about, but that was a funny answer. I meant
that's not even what you were asking. What?
I meant facial recognition software.
What do you?
The context is I just came back from Europe, and I don't know if you have global entry. I'm sure you do.
Yes.
And you just look at the camera and they just let you through.
Okay. So what is your question?
There's a lot of misgivings. Everyone's got our picture. It's being sucked up from everywhere.
Oh, are you into the? Am I a privacy guy? Is really what you're asking.
Yes.
Nah, I don't care. I always go. You know what? They're serving me pretty good ads. You know, like boner pills, bald pills, colostomy bags. You know, you got me. You got me pegged for the things I need.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately,
coming up, you have a travel trip coming up. Get your new custom Knicks themed colostomy bag. and listeners, I don't have a colostomy bag. I'm just saying that.
Not that there's anything wrong with colostomy bags. Yeah. I mean, also, you seem to be conflating facial recognition with tailored ads, which are also different.
Well, they're all privacy invasions.
Yeah, I mean, just the fact that, anything's using your face, whether it's the iPhone or whatever, they have it. They can find you.
I don't remember the biggest dupe where they were like, "Oh, check out what 14th century Greek philosopher you look like. Put your face in Google." And then somebody was like, "Are you guys do you not realize what's happening here? You're giving away your entire rights to your face and your privacy to Google." It was genius of Google.
But I do agree. It's like, we're giving up some privacy. I'm not doing anything wrong, and I don't plan on it, so I'm okay with that.
No, but I agree. But that's a weak argument for it, right? Because again, the argument against is based on the laws as they stand now, right? You know, it's like you push that line, and censorship in a lot of the authoritarian states like China, social credit score. Now you're in jail. You know, they're even jailing people for, social media posts in the UK. But the point is that China uses facial recognition technology in a way that is very Orwellian. And it's like, are all these people breaking the law? I don't think so.
Right. That's fair. Okay. That's a fair statement. I mean, I think it just came to me because I was like, God damn, global entry is amazing.
Yeah. No, I value my efficiency more than my, I guess that's my number one thing.
How do you do global entry with kids?
We only traveled once internationally with the kids.
And do they have global entry, or they're just too young? It doesn't matter.
I forget what happened. By the way, the passport photo office is so funny. You have to take a passport photo of a baby.
Oh yeah.
So, Brenner's face is actually him smiling, but Julian's is just like him asleep. I don't even know the facial technology could pick him up if they tried.
And by the way, he's gonna have that passport for 10. He's gonna be 10 years old and have a baby picture.
Oh, I guess unless we proactively go change it. That's funny. I gotta post it. It's so funny.
Have you seen that there's like a bodega in New York City that's going viral for taking the best passport shots?
No, I love that.
Yeah, $100 one take.
100? That's a lot of money.
Yeah. Anyway, this was all preamble to talk about friendship in the UK. So you was it a month that you were living there?
Spent a month last summer.
Been a month, and I just spent 2 weeks there. So we're basically, experts and Anglophiles, and we were talking offline of the difference in the culture, obviously. But let's talk about the differences in friendship between the UK and the US. Specifically at the end, Matt, remind me, I want to know if there's anything that we could learn from them or they can learn from us. And And so my first observation, my overall observation, this is not going to be groundbreaking, is that like the Brits are not as affectionate slash emotive as we are in all aspects. And I'm not going to lie, I haven't been there in 20 years until recently. I kind of thought that was a stereotype, but they have a stiff upper lip.
The stiff upper lip is real.
Yeah. Uh, like, I just remember at the end of my trip, I was saying goodbye to my friends and like, I kind of got a hug, almost like more like a handshake side hug. I'm like, guys, I may never see you again. Like, we know.
So do you think they're not as far on the social evolutionary curve of male wellness then?
Oh, they are. I mean, this is objectively they are holding it deep.
Yeah, they're
Deep.
holding the line, huh? They're
Yeah,
holding the
yeah.
line on our dad's gen.
Oh, grandfather.
Our grandfather's gen, the greatest generation.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, these guys are still these are first of all, we have the stereotype of World War II buffs. These guys are World War I buffs.
WW1 buffs.
um so
What was the guy,
thing,
the Archduke? Was that World War One?
yeah, Franz Ferdinand.
Yeah.
So the other thing we'll go back and talk about all of it. The other thing is that like they are less mobile sort of in all aspects of the world. So Matt, you and I have discussed in America now, you grow up in Florida, you move to San Francisco, you live in Chicago. In the UK, they don't really go that far, both geographically and metaphysically. You're still friends with your lads from home.
Yeah. The Beatles all lived like around the corner from each other. It's famous.
Is that true?
Yeah, in Liverpool. A bunch of Liverpool brats.
Yeah.
Liverpudlians.
Liverpudlians. And they're also just like, maybe you can help me articulate this. They don't really like outsiders. And by outsiders, I mean like someone they don't know already. Not talking about Americans. Like, oh, you're not part of the fring. Yeah.
I think there tends to be, just as a bigger picture, there tends to be a general in-group, out-group preference that's stronger when you don't ever leave the nest, right? When you have your tribal or ethnic or whatever, or neighborhood enclave.
Yeah.
I think that's sort of what, people love about the US. Well, there's a lot of things we love about this country, right? Our innovation, whatever. But when people say, diversity, I think they also mean that like you can go anywhere and become anything.
Oh, you can break
into any city, right? Like there's no like ethnic barrier to entry or like money barrier to entry. Like that's different in other places. I think like that's one of the greatest things about this country is like truly you can come from any background, live anywhere in the country and win.
I mean, I would even broaden that out because this actually came up a lot, Matt. Just the notion of the American dream.
Yeah.
Like forget about living anywhere, being friends with anyone, being anyone, being born in any station, saying, I want to do X, and people like, you got this, and then doing it. The Brits, it absolutely makes their ears bleed. They're like, that is not how we operate. You know your station, you know your place. And
it's funny. I have a friend that that is moving back after having spent like a decade there.
Yeah,
works in finance, and I was shocked because she was the second person to echo this sentiment that they're not ambitious as a culture.
Yeah,
and that's kind of everywhere outside of the U.S. Almost everywhere outside of the U.S. is like your station is your station. What are you doing? And like me as a irrationally confident person, a Delulu person, I love that I'm not like the only person that walks around. Like I would be in an asylum in most of these places.
You would be in a straight. You would have a Hannibal Lecter mask if you were in Liverpool. Let me tell you the funniest anecdote of my trip.
Yeah.
I made a new friend. Actually, his name's Joel. We actually met. It's Joel with an umlaut on the E.
German.
Joel. I don't know. He's British. No, he's British. Oh. Yeah. And so great dude. We actually met in Cannes, and then I saw him in London. Oh. So in Cannes, they had like a workout class, like an activation, a free beach thing, and it's mostly Americans there. It was an American instructor. And it was a typical workout, Matt, that you and I sold, all right, everybody, you start pushing up and you're going to reach for the stars. You're going to grab it and you're going to walk out of here and you're a champion. And Joel was like, what the F is going on? He's like, this is the weirdest thing I ever had. He's like, you're going to take over the world. And he's like, can I just like do push-ups? Like, no.
So you're saying the pump up culture is foreign to them?
So foreign that, and like, strangers next to him were like, you got this, man. And he was like, is he talking to me? Like, what? Like, they just don't do that.
By the way, it's going to be all Americans if it's like 6 a.m. workout class.
Oh yeah, on the beach, of course.
At the Cannes Festival.
Yeah.
The beach.
Yeah. I will say he then took issue when I sort of was jabbing him a little bit later of like, oh, similar to what you just said, Matt, how the Brits don't have ambition. I think he would take issue with that. I think it's more of like, maybe it's more nuanced. It's just like, they don't talk about it.
No, look, obviously we're yes. I mean, now am I going to get like a flurry of
No. I said the same thing. I said the same thing.
No, I mean, yes, I think, yeah, the resent when you point it out that way, but it's not like, oh, nobody has ambition. It's just that ambition isn't fostered and supported without like the proper foundation. Maybe that's it, right? Because like here, I got all these friends that are just starting businesses because they want to, right?
Yeah.
Like I think in other places, like sure, ambition, obviously there are ambitious people, but as a sort of foundational, like you can do this thing based on absolutely nothing. Yeah, very few places have that.
Yeah, if one of your buddies went to you and was like, you know what, I've actually always wanted to start my own gym. I found this place. It's kind of beat up. I'm going to buy it and renovate. You'd be like, that's awesome, man. Like, what's it going to be called? And in the UK, like, ooh, sure you want to?
I think ambition is part of our national ethos.
Yeah, I mean, several times Brits unsolicited were like, you guys have the American dream.
It's also individualism, right? I mean, like this, I don't know, like we definitely have an individualistic culture to our pros and cons, right?
Detriment,
I think maybe to our detriment a little bit in that like it's such an individualized. Did you find like, because I love their pub culture and like I love that like as a collective they've got like social things that we don't have.
Oh, I've been dying to ask you about this. Okay, so the pub culture is amazing.
Yeah.
I think we were both there in the summer. I mean, I was there in a heat wave. Everybody's outside. But Matt, I was trying to delineate, oh, is this so incredible because I live in LA? Like, aren't people hanging out at the bars in New York outside?
Not every day, 365.
Really?
No.
Yeah. Okay. And also, like, do you hang out outside in New York at the bars? Not really.
A little bit, but yeah, not like that. But I also, again, I don't think like even, yes, okay, of course, like there's like corporate happy hour-ish culture, but theirs is like a national culture.
Yeah. I loved it. Again,
but also their pubs, right? It's like it's like their pubs are for anybody,
Oh yeah, he was old, young. It doesn't.
That's what I'm
really
saying.
matter.
And that's a very European thing too.
Yeah. Also, the one thing I could never get over was like they don't really open tabs. You just pay for each. You tap for each beer, basically.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say about the age thing, which I really like. If we're gonna give them their flowers for sort of social connectedness, older people still are out.
Or out in the hanging out. Yeah.
Right. I feel like we have this mentality of like, oh, your time has passed. Now you're in.
Right. Well, this comes back to the foundation of the podcast. These pubs are third places.
Yeah. An actual true third places.
I went to two of my friends' locals. So they go there all the time. And there's activities, there's World Cup, there's, X trivia night. And one of the locals my buddy kind of knew like a third of the people, and the other she didn't really know as many people. So it's just it's a spectrum.
Do they do more or less singing together than we do?
I didn't really experience any singing except during like World Cup games, like
Yeah.
Sweet Caroline and shit like that.
Yeah, like I feel like they do the fair share of that as adults. Like we only do that in college.
Yeah.
You
When do we do
know,
it in college?
Sweet Caroline, like that's when you do it when you're in
Oh
college.
yeah, they also did Sweet Caroline like at the England game or
Right, but I
something like.
feel like they do it post college, which I love. Group singing in a bar.
Yeah, group singing in a bar is great. Although, do you remember after our New York City Man of the Year live show at that bar at midnight, they play Bohemian Rhapsody every night.
Yeah.
Joyfulness. Yeah.
Bohemian
Um,
Rhapsody. Yeah,
one
Jesse
great,
just went to see Hillary Duff in concert. Side note,
yeah,
and she's got that one song from the OC, no, from the Hills.
sure.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that song. If you put that song in a bar, when the rain comes down,
Oh, when the rain comes down. Yeah,
everybody
yeah, yeah.
sings it. That's our new Sweet Caroline.
I went to a cricket match. I don't know if you could see I'm wearing a cricket hat
Oh,
now.
what does it say?
Uh,
Curtis Brown
so
Group.
Curtis Brown is a talent agency. So they do a inter talent agency amateur cricket match. So it's
Oh,
like CAA playing UTA, whatever. Do you know how cricket works?
underhand.
No, but like, do you know how like the game is played? I mean, I didn't know.
No, I mean it's
Yeah,
completely foreign to me, as it should be.
yeah. It was pretty interesting, and it was a work thing, but they were drinking pretty heavily,
Mm.
and they kept going, "Oh, this is such an English thing." I'm like, "Well, it's basically a barbecue when people are playing cricket. I mean, it's not that English. I mean, um, but is there any? I'm trying to debate if we should go to a listener question. Do you have any? Is there any upside? I feel like we've talked a little smack. Can we
No,
talk some
as I said, I
upside?
love their poll. Look, I had a great experience in London. Everybody was
Let's talk
super
about
friendly.
friendship wise.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying in general, culture, social culture. The servers were all super friendly everywhere I went
Yeah.
in London, which I just really appreciated.
Yeah. I mean, it is
Because I think they're not as transient as servers there. That's like their job,
right, 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 right.
you
It is
know.
also interesting. We're never in a place where our accent is weird. I like
Right.
that.
Well, Long Island accent. You get that
Yeah.
thick Long Island.
um, but I
Imagine there's
do.
somewhere on Earth where they find the Long Island accent romantic.
That's actually really funny. That's a funny sketch.
Yeah. Yes,
Like, oh,
SNL do one in Thailand or something, or
I
in
met this
Sri
guy. He's
Lanka.
from Massapequa.
Yeah.
Um,
Coffee. Say it again.
I would say I do like their loyalty of like staying friends with the lads like
Yeah.
from home.
Yeah, they all
Uh,
have long time friendships. Look, we have a 40-year friendship. Everybody there has a 40-year friendship.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I think, like you said, like they have a culture. This kind of will dovetail into our next episode, but like they don't. It seems like they do more frequent low key hangs versus like let's all go on a fucking trip or something like that.
Yeah, I actually think, again, this isn't just UK. I think this is UK and Europe. They're much better at just sitting with their friends.
Yeah,
They can appreciate that. I think that's one thing in the new world, we need to ingest and just be like, okay, you can just sit with your friends for 3 hours.
we are like children. Like we need a fidget spinner, a baseball
Yeah,
game.
yeah, we're ADD to the max. Like, yeah, just come over, sit down,
Yeah.
sit down.
I mean, to be fair, in most of their friendships, they are blindingly drunk.
Blindingly.
Yeah.
You know what?
Uh,
There needs to be more Brits here because the alcohol business is getting crushed.
in the U.S.
Yeah, they need more Brits.
Yeah. It's like how Boston ran out of beer when the Scottish people were there.
Right. They need that lesson. Anheuser's like, hey, can we have a World Cup every year?
Yeah. Let me see if that's actually happening in the UK as well. Oh, it's actually going down in. Oh my God, the average intake is 10 drinks per week. That's a lot,
What is it here? 4?
and it's down 25%.
So it
That's insane.
was, wow, it was 12.
Um, Should we take a listener?
Yeah.
2.8 drinks in the US, 10 in the UK.
So
I think we have to
wow, there's thrice are drinking.
we may have to fact check that. All right, we'll be right back with a listener question. Okay, guys, this is asking for a friend. If you have a friendship question or dilemma, send it to us on Instagram. Our handle is Man of the Year Podcast. We will answer it on the show. Matt, I've been saving this one since I knew I was going to London. So, dear Matt and Karo, I recently became friends with a British guy living in Chicago who I met through work, but I'm having trouble reading him. He doesn't text much. He rarely says anything overtly warm and spends most of our time making fun of me. Yet he keeps inviting me to hang out, and it's pretty fun. Is this just a different friendship style, or am I confusing British politeness with actual friendship?
It's a good one. My initial read is your actions speak louder than your words when it comes to friendship. So he's showing you that you guys are friends, but also his style is different. His style is clearly different from yours.
I will say, I mean, obviously you and I are probably some of the world's leading experts on sarcasm and humor and nuance. There were maybe a handful of times where I was like, I actually can't tell if this British person is like, it's too so
subtle. Too subtle.
Yeah. I think this is happened. We've had something like this. Forget about the Brit of it all. You say actions speak louder than words, but it's like, if you have a buddy who's not affectionate and doesn't share with you, like,
but I'm saying the fact that they're continuing to hang out with you is the action.
Yes. Okay. But are all hangs considered equal?
No, but I think we need a little, like, why do you like hanging out with this guy then? You're having fun. What is it that you need? I'm saying if you need the validation that he likes you, he's continuing to hang out with you.
Yeah. He's got we haven't talked about this in a while. He makes fun of him, which is, men's love language.
Absolutely.
If it doesn't really bother you, I think it's okay.
Right. It's just new to him. It's confusing to him because it's different from the other friendships he's used to, right?
The other thing, just like the accent, it's just, the number one trope of Americans and Brits is true, that, like, I think that every Brit sounds
sophisticated.
Yeah.
Nah, but you didn't meet a lot of Cockney and Essex, and you were meeting the posh. You were at the supper clubs in Mayfair, and you were at the Craig Brown Institute of Cricket matches.
I did meet and hang out with several Northerners, which I have learned that's sort of the Liverpool, the Manchester of the world. But
they
many of them
sophisticated to you.
Well, it's funny, and that's kind of. I didn't hang out with any Cockney, hello, governor, whatever it is, but God, Joel was I'm gonna send this Joel, and he's gonna be like, "What? Take my name off this.
Take my name off, Giza."
But I also can't tell the difference between the accents.
Right.
Like, oh, you can't tell he's from East London. I'm like, no.
Yeah, no, obviously not. Wait, so back to the listener question. So you're worried? Do you think that he needs to do something about this and communicate this in some way? I'm not sure.
I just, again, it just seems like I'm going to go maybe over to your side. If you know that your buddy is British, he's not a good texter, he's never going to tell you how he's feeling, but he's a cracking good time. And I think, we talk about building a roster and having a slate of friends. Like, you're not going to go to him with a problem.
Go get your cuddles elsewhere.
Go get your cuddles elsewhere. Should we put that on a mug? Should we add that to the?
Yeah. Because, by the way, can we just talk about the honest fact of our own? Put aside Brits, like, in our groups of friends, we have. I can name them all. Like, I'm thinking of people in my own friend group.
That's true.
That don't show me the huggy, touchy, feely stuff.
That's okay. Fair. Yeah.
But if you need it, yes. But I agree. Like, separately, if you were like, hey, I'm in this friend group, And these are the people I hang out with, and nobody's giving me any like of the validation that I need personally. I need to feel a little more welcomed in a friend group. They don't get up and say hi when I show up to see them, you know,
Yeah.
and like they never tell me anything about themselves. I'd be like, yeah, maybe you need to look elsewhere a little bit.
Yeah. That's funny. One of the events that I went to in London, it was a pretty glitzy thing, and I was talking to this couple, and again, I don't think they're posh, but like I can't tell the difference. And I was like, had a drink. It was like an open bar thing, and I was like, ooh, I want to get like another drink, but they seem like they're like drinking at a normal pace or whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't want to. I honestly felt like like low class.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And then I was like, I'm gonna like maybe get another drink. They're like, we should order 10. And I'm like,
Ha! They
oh
were waiting for you to break the ice. They were
yeah,
like, we don't want to offend this new country guy.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
I have a question. You were there for a week,
2 weeks.
2 weeks. That's a long time. I was there for a month, and it just really brought something up inside of me that I now know about myself. Like I'm a monarchist. Are you a monarchy guy?
We have talked about this on the pod before.
I want to be ruled by my betters.
We talked about this in the past 6 months.
Yeah, yeah. Because I was like, I don't want every 4 years a new philosophy in there that's totally opposed to the other one, and they all hate each other. I just want a lineage that has ruled us for 1,000 years, and if they act up, we hang them all.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It is a little, I think it's slightly off brand for you, which is fine. You contain
Yeah.
multitudes. I can't get behind it.
No,
Like somebody calling someone his majesty. Are you fucking kidding me?
I wake up in the middle of the night to watch those weddings, baby.
I mean, it's so embarrassing. Like bowing to someone, like, suck my
Oh,
dick.
you know
Yeah.
what my favorite people are like? Oh, what's your favorite, place you've ever been or thing you've ever seen? The coronation chair at Westminster Abbey that's been around for 1,200 years. That's seen,
Yeah.
I don't know how many kings.
Yeah.
That's my favorite artifact that I've ever seen.
But like kings, it's 2026.
I love it. I
It's
absolutely love it.
yeah.
No Kings rally?
Yeah.
Send me to the Kings
But
rally.
just like,
Send me to
I don't
the
know.
king. I mean, but I don't want any of our presidents to be a king. I want the kings,
Right.
the royal blood. I want that royal blood. By
I
the
mean,
way,
the fact that
the Brits,
yeah.
the Brits are all ruled by Germans. We know this, right? We talked about this.
Yes, there aren't they the Habsburgs?
Hanovers.
Hanovers. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I mean, isn't the thing that you can't turn your back to them or something like that?
Never.
Yeah. I mean, that's ridiculous. Although I will say, like it seems like Prince William, it seems like a little bit, he was just on new heights. So it seems like the new breed is a little bit more down to clown, but like it is ridiculous.
Right.
Matt's a monarchist. What an insane character trait. He loves the king.
I mean, do you not watch the shows? The Crown?
I've seen The Crown.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool.
I love pomp and circumstance. I love duty. I just think there's not enough people who just like have honor and duty anymore in the world as a guiding principle.
And you think Prince Andrew has honor and duty?
Which one's he?
He's the diddler.
I don't know about that guy. That one,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't follow him. I don't follow
Yeah.
his career so closely.
Yeah. I don't follow his career. Well, I
I
have
haven't
no
seen
idea.
his stats. I haven't seen his stat line.
I have no idea if we have just offended the entire UK or made new friends.
Can we play the anthem? I love the anthem too. Can we put it on the? Should I put it in as like the beginning? Can you put it in as the beginning?
God saves the king. God save the king, whatever.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, here's one thing. This is, and then we'll wrap up. Watching the England World Cup game when it was one of those big, not like quite the Cosm, but a big place with a massive screen. When England scores, everyone throws their beers in the air.
That's it? Like the whole place gets soaked?
Yeah, I'm like, this is the dumbest thing
I've never heard of that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Really, you like
You
that?
have to go home, so you're going home soaked in beer.
I stood behind a pillar.
That's so Karo. You knew it was happening, and so
As soon as they scored, I ducked. Yeah.
You got no beer on you. You came
Also, I
home
just
dry?
bought a round. I'm not throwing this into the crowd.
Yeah, you came home dry? Yeah, wait,
It's
did they
funny.
throw the full beers or they chug most of it first?
Full beers, and it's funny. It was England versus the Congo or DR Congo,
Yeah.
and my friends are actually Welsh, so they're like, go Congo.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was. I didn't know that's how that worked.
All right, full wrap up, guys. That was asking for a friend. If you have a friendship question, send it to us on Instagram. Thank you so much for listening. Also, British fans, let us know if we've got anything right or wrong. Always remember, be good to yourself, be good to your friends. Love you, buddy.
Love you, buddy.